Hello. As you can see from the recording for the last session, something went horribly wrong last time. Well, actually, the whole thing was horribly wrong, and the recording didn't happen completely. So, while it's still fresh in my mind, I want to try to get the update as basically as possible. That's why I actually had my camera all set up instead of you looking at Crystal Pepsi all day. So, let's begin. After pulling into Boulder's Gate, Captain Torg and his crew, Captain Torg ordered the crew to go on shore leave for a week. Though though he parted, though he paid the, though his plan paid the dock Mercer 11 days, including the day they pulled in, because it was at 8 o'clock at night when they pulled in. However, Duchess Sophia Casimir paid for it in full and invited the captain and his crew to to his to her house for dinner. During the day, the captain decided to upgrade his ship to make them fireproof, as well as gain some amulets and trinkets for themselves and the crew. With the captain getting a necklace that will increase his scores, so he doesn't have to use his hide anymore. And dot and Doctor Ice using something that can help him hide better. With with the upgrades on the way, and decided to swap swap out some of the swap out some of the guns for the cannons they recently got. It was time. It was time for the. It was time for the dinner. Captain Torg, First Mate Archelaus Arferin, and Dr. Ice were the guests as, like I said earlier, the crew was on shore leave. And Mr. Creve was unfortunately one was stuck at watch. The crew the trio had a lovely dinner where where Sophia where Duchess Sophia introduced her children. Obviously, being a vampire, children means that she bits someone now and she's now in charge of them. However, one child is missing, and after Sophia decided to let's just say punish the older children for losing for losing the child, people the dinner was had. That Dr. Ice was bugged about question after question about the Feywild. Captain Torg we're getting stories about the adventures as well as his eclectic crew, and First Mate Uncle Laferin was share stories about her magic and apparently her hair color. When all of a sudden a spear shot when all of a sudden a spear the shot through the window, impaling impaling the Duchess Casimir. A group of mercenaries broke into the window attack, almost knowing that vampires were on the menu. The mercenaries tried to escape with the Duchess as as the rest of the mercenaries attempted to kill the, re- the rest of the vampires. However, they didn't expect a magic wielding sorcerer, a, 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 field medic that's signature to his name is Dr. Ice, and a half and and a half and a half orc werewolf who was just sick and tired. They just wanted a nice peaceful, good dinner. Spells were seen left and right, as well as body parts all over the place. But but the mercenary leader got the Duchess outside. As we as as Arkansas Farm followed, she found out that the mercenaries was hired by the wayward son, who wants who wishes to become a full vampire by taking his mother's blood and then killing her. And since the mercenaries are getting overwhelmed, he also decided to bring backup, and backup being devils. He says he has a stronger he has something more stronger that can overwhelm his mother's influence. As you know, vampire could easily take charge of their charges, if you will. With 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 devils running around and wayward vampire son ready to kill his mother. Although although we took the stake of although although the rest of the children did succeed in taking the stake of out of Sophia Casimir, allowing her to join in the fight with devils and werewolves sent around. This is going to be another fight for their lives. In other words, another day at the job if you're a Stormbreaker crew. Will they escape? Will everyone be okay? And fortunately, will someone come even though they're on shore leave? There's only one way to find out, and that's tune in a couple weeks when hopefully I can show this live again. For now, take care.